Assalamualaikum and good morning to our respectful madam. Today we are going to present about digital payment platform. DPP are doing much more than just replacing cash. They are completely reshaping our financial DNA. We move from a cash-based world to a systematic mobile framework that changes how we interact with money every single day. Our research focused on two main behaviors, spending and saving. On the spender side, we found that convenience is a double-edged sword. While it's easier than ever to transact, that frictionless experience actually changes our psychology, often leading to more frequent spending. However, on the server side, technology is becoming a powerful ally. Digital wallets now allow users to visualize their goals and manage their saving in real time, which was much harder to do with physical cash. To see this in action, we compare the market in Malaysia and China. We analyze how specific platforms didn't just win market share, but actually altered the daily lifestyle of their users through social and economic integration. We also look at the big four influence factors: technology, social trends, economy, and regulation. Ultimately, our report provides a roadmap for the future of finance. We offer strategic recommendations for both provider and consumer to ensure that our digital future isn't just fast and easy, but also secure and financially healthy. Now let's move into the introduction. Over the last 5 years, Malaysia has seen a massive shift. We've gone from a society that relied heavily on cash to becoming one of the leading digital payment hubs in Southeast Asia. But what does that actually mean for the average person? At its core, a digital payment platform is a secure bridge. It uses API to link your bank and the merchant instantly, handling everything from fraud screening to data security in real time. For us as users, it's all about convenience. Think of tap to pay, QR scan, and those seamless one-click checkouts we use every day. However, this convenience comes with a physiological cost. Because paying is now so effortless, the pain of paying has been minimized. When you just scan a QR code or use buy now pay later services like SPayLater or GrabPayLater, it's much easier to spend impulsively. That's exactly what we choose this topic. Our report specifically investigated how the system affects the spending rates of Gen Z. We want to know, is Malaysia's push for digital finance actually helping citizens find a balance, or we losing our culture of saving in exchange of pure convenience? Moving on, the overreaching of digital payment platform or DPP as a digital middleman. They link consumer, businesses, and banks instantly through highly secure payment rails. What used to be a luxury is now a daily necessity. In Malaysia, we've seen an incredible shift. E-wallet adoption is now over 80%. Whether it's scanning a Do It Now, QR, or using Tashingo and GrabPay, these platforms have transformed our financial experience. By 2026, we are looking at a world that is almost completely cashless. But these aren't just tools to pay for coffee anymore. They have evolved into full-fledged financial hubs without ever leaving your app. You can now take a loan, buy insurance, or even start an investment portfolio. For companies, this means automated accounting for us. It means real-time spending alerts and loyalty points. However, this fast growth brings new hurdles. We have to be mindful of cybersecurity and data privacy. We also face a digital divide, and where the poverty may struggle to keep up with these rapid changes. Understanding this technical and social factor is key to seeing how they influence our economic behavior, which we will discuss next.
Next is the consumer spending behavior, which is the changes in spending patterns. Consistent with the rapid revolutions of technology, which has driven up the consumption of digital payment platforms that offer convenience, this could play a significant role in changing consumer spending behavior. The feature that was available to its user ensured that they were able to reduce transaction time, make transaction cashless and accessible, which was perceived as more convenient than traditional cash transaction. This shifting, unfortunately, has led to consumer impulse buying and emotional spending with one-click payments, safe payment credentials, and auto-renewals, further facilitating habitual behaviors, where transactions become part of daily routine as one of the behavioral consequences, especially in spending decisions. Furthermore, incentives such as cashback and reward programs have become one of the attractive features in digital payment platforms, potentially reducing psychological resistance in impulse spending. The psychological aspect of spending in this factor is how we think and feel about the transaction that occur. The pain of paying is a key psychological perspective that can help analyze spending behavior when using digital payments. The concept suggests that using real cash might create a sense of loss, leading to a mental block against excessive spending. Using cash increases awareness of spending, helping in control excess spending, while using digital payment platforms might cause detachment from their money, leading to a loss of control and awareness about expenditure. Constant exposure to peers and influencers showing items and lifestyle generate social pressure, envy, emotional excitement, and self-congruence, strengthening the emotional and psychological triggers that drive impulse buying. Next is the changes in the consumer saving behavior. There are positive impact and negative impacts. The positive impacts, digital literacy, especially in financial platforms, also has a significant impact on savings and investment decisions. To this digital environment, making level of knowledge in digital financial literacy very important to make informed decisions, which involve navigating digital platforms, comparing online financial products, and being mindful of cybersecurity risks. Many digital payment and banking apps have continuously upgraded their features like expense tracking, budgeting tools, and detailed transaction history, a feature that can increase financial awareness, helping users to reevaluate their purchases at ease and encourage more saving. This platform also offers features such as automatic transfer for regular savings, which can help build consistency in saving behavior. The downside effect in saving behavior from changing from a traditional payment platform to a digital payment platform is the pain of paying effect, which has minimized by advancement in digital payment platform, making spending less guilty, leading to a decrease in personal financial discipline, especially in saving. Psychologically, consumers are more driven by immediate tangible benefits, for example, fast rebates or discount compared to long-term benefits, such as return on investment. This behavior is categorized as present bias, where immediate rewards are overvalued while future gains are undervalued. Those benefits offered in saving is mostly accumulated and security, which seem uncertain and intangible. As a result, consumer can decide to spend money in order to get rewards right now rather than putting the same money into savings account that would give benefits much later.
Thank you for the explanation just now. So I will continue by discussing the main factors that influence of digital payment. Before I start, my name is Nur Alia Zahira binti Amir Masko and I will present about first factor. So for this slide, I will focus on the technology factor, which plays a very important role in encouraging people to use e-wallets. First is ease of use or user friendliness. Most e-wallet apps are designed to be simple and intuitive. Users can register, add money, and make payments with just a few steps. This is especially important for first-time users and older users who may not to be very technology. Next is app design and visual triggers. E-wallet apps usually have clean layouts, attractive colors, and clear icons. These visual elements make the app more engaging and enjoyable to use. Features like progress bars, reward animation, or notifications also encourage users to interact more frequently with the app. Another key point is payment speed, which is provide instant gratification. Payments can be complete within seconds by scanning a QR code or tapping a button. This fast transaction process makes e-wallet more convenient than cash or even cards. Overall, when the technology is easy, fast, and visual appealing, users are more likely to adopt and continue using e-wallets in their daily life. Moving on to this slide, here we can see examples of e-wallet application, both international and local Malaysian e-wallets. International e-wallets are widely used across different countries and often support cross-border payments. These apps are suitable for users who travel frequently or shop on international platforms. On the other hand, Malaysian e-wallets such as ShopeePay, Touch 'n Go, GrabPay, and MAE Wallet are designed to suit local needs. They support QR payments at local shops, food stalls, public transportation, and online platforms. These apps also integrate multiple services such as bill payments, mobile reloads, and money transfer in one platform. These all-in-one functionality increase convenience and reduce the need for physical cash. So this slide highlights how technology enables e-wallet to be flexible, accessible, and suitable for different user needs both globally and locally. Next, I will talk about the economic factor, which strongly influence e-wallet adoption. Firstly, income levels or spending patterns affect how people use e-wallets. Individuals with regular income and frequent online spending are more likely to adopt digital payments because it fits their lifestyle. Secondly, incentives are major attraction. Many users start using e-wallet because of cashback, discount, or promotional rewards. This incentive makes users feel that they are saving money while spending. Another important aspect is financial accessibility. E-wallets allow people without credit cards to participate in digital transactions. As long as users have a smartphone and internet access, they can use e-wallet services. In summary, economic factors encourage adoption by making e-wallets affordable, rewarding, and accessible to a wider group of users. So, this slide shows real examples of economic incentives such as cashback offers, reward points, and return programs. For example, cashback promotion during shopping events encourage users to choose a specific e-wallet over others. Some e-wallets also offer rewards for daily spending, bill payments, or even saving features with annual returns. This promotion influences user behavior by increasing usage frequency. Users are more likely to keep money in the e-wallet and use it regularly to maximize benefits. Over time, this incentive helps build customer loyalty as users become comfortable and familiar with one platform. So, this slide clearly shows how rewards and cashback are powerful tools in driving e-wallet usage. Now, I will move on to the social factor. One important influence is peer pressure and social groups. When friends or family members use e-wallets, individuals are more likely to follow, especially for activities like splitting bills or transferring money. Another factor is influencer marketing. E-wallet companies often collaborate with influencers and celebrities to promote their services on social media. This creates trust and increased awareness, especially among younger users. Lastly, lifestyle changes also contribute. As society becomes more digital, people prefer faster and contactless payment methods. E-wallets fit well into modern lifestyles such as online shopping, food delivery, and ride-hailing services. Overall, social influence helps normalize e-wallet usage and encourage more people to adopt digital payments. Lastly, I will discuss the regulatory factor. Government policies play a key role in promoting e-wallet adoption. Many governments support cashless transactions as part of a digital economy initiative. In addition, incentives and subsidies provided through government programs encourage citizens to use e-wallets, especially first-time users. Another important aspect is security and consumer protection. Regulations ensure that e-wallet providers follow strict standards to protect user data and prevent fraud. This increases user confidence and trust in digital payment system. So in conclusion, strong regulatory support create a safe and reliable environment which further encourages the adoption of e-wallets. So that's all from me. Thank you, and I will pass to the next presenter.
Okay, we will continue to next presentation. Before I start the next presentation, let me introduce myself. My name is Syamil Busaimi. I will continue with slide study case about digital payment. Okay, cooperative adoption rates 2019 until 2022. The data highlights leapfrog effect where Malaysia rapidly narrow the gaps with China, driven by the unique condition of 2020. Okay, we will look to timetable and graph. Malaysia 2019 adoption until 2022. Malaysia plus minus 50%, 68%. This will affect by COVID-19 restriction, e-tunai rakyat subsidies and TNG Grab integration. Okay, we will look to China. China below than 19% in 2019, and 2022 same also 90%. This affect yearly ecosystem dominance by Alipay or WeChat Pay and cashless society initiative. Okay, we look to economic impact. The velocity of money as not in our subject Eco 531 syllabus. Digital payment are not just a convenience, they are an economic lubricant. Okay, efficiency by reducing transaction time and physical friction. Okay, the velocity of money increase. The equation of exchange in the quantity theory of money, MV equal PY. When velocity increase due to digital efficiency, this can lead to higher nominal GDP even if the money supply remains stable. Okay, circulation money move through the economy faster because it isn't trapped in a physical wallet or under a mattress. It is always live in the digital ecosystem. Okay, number 3, the physiology of frictionless spending. Okay, the shift to e-wallet alters consumer physiology in several ways. Okay, there are 3 sample physiology of frictionless spending. First, reduce pain of paying. Parting with physical cash is physiologically harder than a digital tap. This lead higher impulse buying and more frequent small value transaction. Okay, number 2, the reward loop. Okay, feature like cashback, points, and buy now pay later create a gamified spending environment. Number 3, the saving paradox. While digital can erode traditional saving habit, super apps counteracting this by integrating micro investment tools. Okay, for example, Touch 'n Go and Alipay's turn idle balance. Money just sitting in your wallet, in our wallet, into interest-bearing assets, effectively automating the saving process for the digital native. That's all for me. Thank you.
As we conclude our analysis, it is clear that DPP are more than just a tech upgrade. They represent a fundamental shift in our financial psychology. In regions like Malaysia and China, the transition to a cashless society has created a unique irony. While platforms like Touch 'n Go and GrabPay have achieved incredible financial inclusion, they have also achieved something else. They have dissociated the act of buying from the physical sensation of loss. The most significant takeaway here is the disappearance of the pain of paying. When we move from physical banknotes to one-click or biometric payment, our cognitive barriers to spending are lower. For Gen Z in particular, the lack of physical resistance combined with buy now pay later scheme and gamified rewards creates a high-risk environment for impulse buying. When money becomes invisible and abstract, immediate gratification often overrides long-term stability. However, it's too simplistic to view this platform as purely harmful. They are a double-edged sword. That same technology offers the most advanced saving mechanism ever made available to the public. Through real-time expensive tracking, automated round-out savings, and micro-investing, we are seeing a democratization of wealth management. For a disciplined user, digital platforms actually offer more transparency and control than a cash-based economy ever could. Ultimately, the impact of this technology is determined by the digital financial literacy of the individual. As the velocity of money increases, the responsibility is shared. Consumers must develop self-resistance, and policymakers must ensure transparency. We must remember that the success of cashless society will not be measured by the speed of its transaction, but by the financial resilience of its citizens. The defining challenge of our era is balancing this unprecedented convenience with the discipline necessity. As we move toward a cashless Malaysia, the convenience of DPP is undeniable, but it shouldn't come at the cost of financial health. To ensure technology empowers rather than endangers consumers, we propose 4 key recommendations for developers, regulators, and users. First, we need to reintroduce digital friction. Currently, apps are built for maximum speed, which often triggers impulsive spending. We recommend that platforms like GrabPay and Touch 'n Go introduce voluntary speed bumps. This includes a cooling off period, perhaps 15 minutes for non-essential purchases over RM200, by adding negative nudge, such as a pop-up showing our remaining weekly budget right before you click pay. We can reintroduce the physiological pain of paying that helps keep our spending in check. Second, we must shift from general financial literacy to just-in-time digital education. We call on Bank Negara Malaysia to mandate transparent visual infographic at the point of sale, especially for buy now, pay later services. Instead of hiding terms in fine print, apps should clearly display total repayments amount and the real cost of late fees. Education is the most effective at the exact moment of temptation, helping to bridge the knowledge gap for Gen Z and lower income groups. Third, let's make saving as effortless as spending. We recommend making round-up and micro-investment features and standard default rather than an OPT-in. Imagine if every transaction automatically rounded up to the nearest ringgit, sending the change into a highly yield vehicle like Go Plus. By gamifying this process with progress bars and milestone reward, we can make the act of saving just by as psychologically rewarding as buying something new. Finally, we must strengthen regulatory oversight. We need a standard of digital ethics to ban aggressive tactics like fake countdown timers or scarcity alerts. Furthermore, we must protect our elderly through simplified, high-security interface. In conclusion, by transforming digital platforms from simple tools into comprehensive financial convenience, we can ensure a cashless Malaysia is a financially resilient Malaysia. Thank you.